Hello everybody, Gamer here. Sorry if I haven't been uploading a video lately. I was getting around for a convention down in Detroit. It was YomaCon. Even though I slept through most of it, it was actually pretty fun. Let's move the mic a little closer. There. Alright, so as this video suggests, I'm going to be showing you guys the new things and what's changed about Black Ops 4 Zombies. So, here you go. Here's the main screen. Well, once it loads. You have your laboratory, which is like it's like the gobblegum generator. Except instead of that weird stuff, you use this carbon. Wait, what is it called? Oh well. Okay, so it takes 30, 45, and 75. 30 just gives 3 random elixirs and a chance of a talisman. Argon gives a better chance for a rare, or 2 random elixirs and a chance for a talisman. And palladium for 75 gets a guaranteed rare or better elixir, 2 random elixirs, and a guaranteed talisman. This is your little talisman thing over here. These are one-time use per game, and they give you random effects. Then you have your create a class down here. This is for the new story. So Voyage of Despair and 9. Or IX, depending on how you look at that. Yeah, you don't use the Perca-Colas. Those are over here. In the regular story. So for this, you get little statuettes. And apparently you take a big whiff. So apparently it's like they're huffing. Or like snorting or doing something. Then you have your equipment. Your starting grenade. You have regular frags, acid bombs, claymores, my personal favorite, Wraithfire, and then sentry guns. Yes, sentry guns. Starting weapons, you have the Welling, the Strife, which I like a lot, actually. RK-7 Garrison, MOG 12, the SX Model 07, and the SOG 9mm, which my buddy is a personal favorite of. Alright, so you'll notice that there were some perks that you haven't seen before. Let's just go into this real quick. It's no longer that you have, like, Quick Revive, Double Tap, Stamina, Speed Cola, any of that stuff. Double Tap, Speed Cola, Juggernaut, all that stuff's gone. Pardon me. And I don't believe Quick Revive or whatever it would be assigned to is just 3-time use. You can buy it as many times as you want. Okay, so I've prestiged once in this already. So normally I would be running, let's say, Stamina Up, Bandolier Bandit, Mule Kick, and Secret Sauce. Going from left to right. You also notice that this says modifier over here. Let's go over to that. That's that right there. You get this modifier by having the 3 previous perks, or if you have a special talisman that just gives it to you automatically. These can do various things, so for Quick Revive, modifier, gain a movement speed bonus after health regeneration starts. Reviving grants both players full health and a movement speed bonus. And one of their newer ones, Death Perception, which normally you'd be able to see enemies through walls and receive on-screen indicators when enemies are approached from off-screen. Its modifier would be to deal increased damage to special enemy weak points. Normally I have Secret Sauce here, because Secret Sauce does not follow the level requirements. You could be level 5 when you get this, and you could get PhD Slider, which is their version of Dr. Flopper in this, from Black Ops 1 Ascension, at level 42. So you could be level 5 and have a level 42 perk. I love Bandolier Bandit personally because you carry increased ammo stock, so I like it just because of the sheer fact that I won't have to get ammo as much. Deadshot Dealer is a bit different, or Deadshot Daiquiri as it used to be called. Normally it would just, when you aim, it snaps to the enemy's head. As you can see there, you gain a damage boost when on a headshot streak. Okay, and so what that looks like, the indicator will flash red, and then it'll start to fill up. Once you fill up the picture, you have to get one more headshot, and then the actual outline will be red. And that's how you've known that you got your damage boost. After that, you can start getting body kills all day long. Victory Tortoise is interesting, because normally it shields... normally, shields block damage from all directions when held. When a shield breaks, it would trigger a defensive explosion. And then finally, the one that I find myself around the most, Stone Cold Stronghold. Standing your ground, so standing still, you know, like when you would go to the end of a hallway and zombies turn around and just start spraying, creates a defensive circle which boosts damage and armor over time while inside. And what armor does is it's essentially a free hit. Alright, so let's look over here at elixirs. These are your new Gobblegums, because Gobblegums are completely gone. Also, if you guys like screwing around, there is Newtonian negation right there. So it does the same thing. But as you can see, these are the new thing. There's not nearly as many, and for good reason. Starting off, you would have access to Always Done Swiftly, Anywhere But Here, Burned Out, Equipment, Head Scan, and Temporal Gift. Personally, I love running Temporal Gift, Aftertaste, where is it? Arsenal Accelerator, and then just a random one like Burned Out or Head Scan if I'm playing solo. If I'm playing with a team, I'll swap out Head Scan or Burned Out for Nowhere But There, which is Anywhere But Here, but with a different effect. Instead of teleporting randomly someplace, you teleport to a down player's location, which comes in real handy if you have Quick Revive. And then these are the commons. Sword Control Z, which turns zombies into allies. Phantom Reload is a new one. Sometimes reloading doesn't use ammo. Blood Debt, which is essentially bonus. Instead of losing health, you lose points. Amount lost increases each hit until the max amount is hit. So if you're a point whore, you're going for that, and you don't want to die, Blood Debt is one. Then we have Shields Up. It just refills your shield. And we got Free Fire. Fires weapons without using bullets. That's normally something you'd see on modded zombies or zombies on the computer. Like big names like NGT Zombies. Sometimes you would see this. Power Keg. Spawns a full power power-up. I'll get to that in a minute. Wall-to-wall clearance. This is kind of like shopping free, but instead it is wall fire sale. Then join the party. Say if you're the last one up and you have this, everyone else is spectating, you pop that, everybody else comes right back in. Okay, now that full power thing. Over here, you'll have a special weapon. For the Chaos story, they are prehistoric weapons. Well, not really prehistoric, but historical weapons of myth. You have the Chakrams of Vengeance, Hammer of Valhalla, Scepter of Ra, and Viper and Dragon. I used to run Viper and Dragon all day long, but then I found the Scepter of Ra. Here's why. Because this thing heals from a distance. That little ball right there, you shoot it as a beam, it has no range. As in, like, no range limit, as in you could fire it behind you, and if there was a straight shot behind you across the world, it would come back and probably hit the bottom of the staff. But what it also does, it can do a ranged revive, which does stack with quick revive. So if your buddy's down over there, you got a horde of zombies chasing you, and your aim is good, just fire that at them, and they will they'll get picked up. And these things level up through use. They get a different look and they get more abilities. So for example, normally it would say it down there. This just slows enemies down and heals allies from a distance. I believe this just gives you more health. And then this one finally. You press RT normally and LT to melee with it. But if you press them both at the same time, you slam it down and it creates a dome. That dome will slowly regenerate your health faster, and it will slow down and damage all zombies that come through it. Going over here, you have the Hellfire, which is a flamethrower, obviously. And these actually are assigned to the original 4 characters. This is to Nikolai. Overkill, aka the Death Machine, is assigned to Dempsey. Path of Sorrows, Takio, and Ragnarok DG5, aka Grav Spikes, are to Richtofen. These also level up. So far, my favorites are the Path of Sorrows and the Overkill. Overkill starts off, Overkill starts off as a basic minigun. Then it gains a grenade launcher, then it gets a tactical nuke. That's essentially just a nuke power-up that you can deploy at any time, assuming you have it unlocked. And we got the Path of Sorrows. Just slice, left to right. Good for killing zombies and getting yourself clear. Merciless Slash, you essentially do that samurai anime thing and just shoot through zombies. You take no damage while you're shooting through. And then Shadow of Death. You press LT and RT if you're on Xbox, R2 or L2 for PlayStation. I have no idea what the input is for PC. And you turn invisible. It's like... Where is it? It's like in plain sight, but you can activate it on call. What else? Oh yeah, talismans. These are those things I was talking about earlier. These are one-time use, and they do random effects. So it's like coagulated crystal. This is like the coagulation gobblegum in Black Ops 3. You just bleed out slower. And let's see here. Yeah, this one. Major Amulet of the Fourth Circle. Start the game with the Odin or Tonic perk. So you start the game with whatever you have here or here, depending on which story you're playing. Then Grand Amulet of the Second Circle. Ra or Cola perk can never be lost. So whatever you have here or here can never be lost. This one that I really want is this one, Grand Token of Superiority. Start the match with an LMG. I believe it's random. And then here's the other one that I have, Sigil of the Fourth Circle. Gain the modifier for Odin Tonic when you require it, even if you don't have the first 3. So all it's saying is you just need this, and you have that little bonus modifier right there. Now, obviously I've prestiged already, so I haven't leveled up. So normally what I would run is the Strife, and then I would run Wraithfire, and depending on where I am, I would either run the Scepter of Ra or Path of Sorrows or Overkill. My perks, as I told you, would be Stamina, Bandolier Bandit, Mule Kick, and Secret Sauce, going from left to right. Let's see here. I should show you the Armory. These are the weapons. If you notice that some of them up near the XP bar have a operator mod. That's a nifty little thing that they've added in recently. Operator mods. These do very specific things. Like this one, fire blowback system shoots each other bullet at an increased fire rate. So it shoots every other bullet a little faster. Or it's like, let's see, what's one that I got out? The Swordfish. It is Pentaburst. Refitted burst mechanism adds 1 bullet to each burst, also provides additional ammo. Normally it is a 4 burst, so a quad burst, and then penta for 5 if you're not good at math like me. I just looked it up. Adds it to 5, and it gains 5 more, and it gains 4 more bullets out of 36 to make it 50, to make it 40. There's also hybrid mags, which adds even more. Also, something you would normally see in multiplayer, Full Metal Jacket and High Caliber. Those can now be added on to this for customization. What I personally like running is LMGs, because that's my style. And I'm looking forward to the VKMs, because it's just called Fat Barrel, and you could be aiming off to the side of a zombie or a player in multiplayer. The operator mods are available in multiplayer. And you don't even have to be aiming directly at them, just slightly off, and you will be doing damage. Let's see here. This is my preferred weapon, one of them, the Mozu, a revolver. I have a affinity for these things. I'm running compact scope, which I don't know why you would put a scope on a revolver. High caliber, speed loader, and stock. Speed loader should be pretty self-explanatory because nobody wants to reload this one by one by one by one. You would get the Python in Black Ops 1, and you would have to do that even if you had speed cola. But until you pack-a-punched it, you couldn't just flip in a new mag. And this one's operator mod is called Skull Splitter. Headshots are always lethal, and you can see its damage over there just skyrockets, but that's only in the event of a headshot. You can customize the weapons. You can see the Mog G is over here, so you could customize the shit out of that. It says Dragon's Breath, which essentially it turns into the Olympia or Dragon's Breath from Black Ops 1, shooting fire rounds. Okay, so you might see up here where it says Classic Russian Tutorial, and you actually have difficulties. Casual, I'm assuming you have 5 hits. Normal, you have 4 hits. Hardcore, you have 3 hits. I'm assuming realistic means you have 2 hits, so it's back to Black Ops 1, and you can't see your buddies through walls. Rush, the rounds go faster. Rounds go faster, and I'm assuming if you don't complete it within a specific time limit, the next round starts automatically. I kind of skipped over it. I didn't really read it. Then tutorial, if you want their version. And even with Season Pass, so far there are just these 4 maps, but Season Pass gives you access to Classified. Because reasons. Voyage of Despair and 9 or IX are the main maps for the side story. Then there's Blood of the Dead, which is Alcatraz for their story, and then there's Classified for its own little side story. I have done the Classified Easter egg. Here's the thing, though. Once you go through all the steps, you have to choose who is going to get the achievement for the Easter egg, because the Easter egg is to pick up the Winter's Howl. It does not say in the guides until the very end that the person picking up the Winter's Howl gets the achievement. Alright, so that's about it. If you guys have anything else that you think I should have known or want me to talk about, let me know. I'll try to get the next video out shortly.